Hello, welcome to Love and Elevation. Um, I'm trying a little different setup today. I'm actually in like my little canopy, so it'll be different next time, but whatever. But I hope everybody's doing good today. Um, I hope that this video finds you in peace and the highest vibration. I'm gonna just do a little energy reading um, and see what cards are pulled. I hope that you enjoy. If so, like, comment, subscribe. And if not, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, then there are plenty of readers on YouTube or elsewhere that you might resonate with. But love and elevation to you today and every day. Okay. Um, yeah, so there's a lot of mental energy, and that's really what I was feeling. On the bottom of the deck is the illusion card with perception underneath there, and then Wheel of Fortune. So it lets me know that the perception is being, and on the top of the deck is the conscious card, child consciousness. So it lets me know that, you know, the perception of things, of our environment and our um, our environment and external energies are changing, but that's only because of our perception is changing. Um, so as within, so without, as above, so below. So at the bottom of the deck, how the situation is completion. We begin to change the way that we see things. We begin to think more outside the box. And with Callie here, that's just confirming the transformation that's taking place, the death card, death or transformation. So Kali Ma, she takes her demons and she slays them, and she holds the head in the air, symbolizing, you know, that she's conquered her fears, she's conquered her demons, and she's holding the head up for anybody who wants to try to come back in, or any of those thoughts that try to come back, or energies that come back to try to, you know, have the same, you know, go for the same, give that same energy, pretty much. It's just like, go ahead, keep that same energy if you want to. You see see how I did the last demon that, you know, tried to come my way, or the last thought or whatever, you know, and everything starts within. So it's like telling your internal thoughts, telling them, shut up, like, no, we're not having that. You know, we've reached a completion because we've reached a new level of awareness, a new level of consciousness. The energy is present. We just have to tap into that energy. And you know, we've heard the saying, new level, new devil. And so there always be some sense of needing to learn new lessons and new experiences, because that's a part of life. And it's how we perceive things to be, how we handle the situation. That's what counts. And so the card that came out of this deck is 27. It's a really beautiful card. I'm going to read the message from the book to get further understanding and clarification. So 27, 2 plus 7 equals a 9. 9 talks about completion and endings. And this is the heart chakra card. Beautiful. Compassion, love, fullness, emptiness, generosity, eternity, adoration. The heart is the crossroads between our human body and the Creator. The first organ to manifest in a human embryo is the heart. from which the tongue grows. Every word we speak or kiss we give is an expression of our divine power in the physical world, and it is wise to treat it as such. Expanding our view of the current experience or situation to a more heartful place can have a profound impact on the timing and expediency needed to transform what's inside or outside of you. Crying tears of truth releases what no longer suits you, creating a space for what is now needed. You are eternally adored, every part, always. Which is such a beautiful message, because it's from all this mental energy. It's like we've reached a completion. We changed in our perspective on things and looking at things from a more heart-centered place, which is absolutely what's necessary in any time, but especially now with everything going on. It's just like looking at things from a higher perspective, from a more compassionate and loving place, and transforming and transmuting in that energy into a more loving energy. And it can be hard to do because things seemingly, because of how we may perceive things, and if we're perceiving things to be from a lower energy, or thinking it inside the box, then that's what we'll continue to receive, is a limited form of thinking. So we have to think outside the box and expand that heart form, or heartfelt energy, and become more compassionate, loving, and that's having the heart of God. Our energy is able to reach far and wide. Like, look at the difference between where the energy is reaching within this picture, and look at the energy of this picture. Your heart force energy will be able to reach far and wide and touch the very essence of God, and transform, just like the God force energy. I know these are just pictures, but if you look at, but pictures say 1,000 words. You can get any. This is why these cards don't have words on them, because you can intuitively look at them and look at that energy, and that's the color of the heart chakra, is green, and then when it transforms and expands, it goes into the pink color. And so imagine that color surrounding you. Imagine your heart chakra, your heart energy being opened up with loving energy. Call on Archangel Raphael as well. So you can't change your outside, you can't change people, you can't necessarily change circumstances or situations. It first begins within. And that's how situations begin to change on the outside. Change you. Think of the Serenity Prayer. I accept the things that I cannot change. Oh God, grant me the courage to accept the things that I cannot change. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And then this card popped out, individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything that you do. And on the bottom of the deck was gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. So again, that just confirms the message of being true to yourself. To thine own self be true, and continue to have gratitude in your heart, because love, gratitude, compassion, honor, respect, all those things, those characteristics, begin to embody those characteristics, and that's what begin to fill your heart and fill your internal environment and fill your external environment. That will begin to be what oozes out of you. That's the energy that you're emitting. So enjoy, have joy within, begin to play, do the things that make you feel joyful and whole inside, and take back control of your life, take back control of your world and your thoughts. So take a spiritual bath. I don't know if that's meditating for you, quieten your mind, or listen to your favorite song, or burning incense, whatever it is that you feel drawn to. And on the bottom of the deck of this deck, it was just take a break. Exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes we have to take a break. Sometimes we may feel like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. And of course, you have to prioritize things. But if you're not, if you don't have peace of mind, you won't have clarity of thought and you won't move accordingly and make clear decisions and precise decisions. You'll be spinning your wheels. So the card that actually popped out was transformation. So again, that just confirms the message. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So go ahead and embody that, and I receive that as well. When we change our thoughts and change how we begin to see ourselves and feel about ourselves, and change what we begin to, change what we think about ourselves, then things begin to change on a cellular level. Look into Dr. Bruce Lipton's water experiment, and or was it doctor? It was another doctor, an Asian doctor. I want to say it starts with the H. They did the water experiment and the rice experiment, and either way, it's the same concept that when you speak life into something, or whatever words you speak. And I remember that card talked about the heart being the first to grow, or being the first organ to grow from the tongue. So life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So they would begin to speak words like love and joy and peace and stuff to the rice and to the water, and that's what formed. Like with the rice, it stayed white and stayed fresh for a long period of time. And to the water, certain crystals began to form within the water. And when they began to speak words like hate and anger and different words like that to the rice and to the water, a different type of crystal was formed in the water. And with the rice began to turn like a dark color and began to like mold and decay. And then the same thing to the rice that was just neglected. It began to decay, and it went bad. So life and death lies in the power of your tongue. So begin to speak life into yourself and create the type of environment within that you want to have, that you want to create outside of yourself. So be the change that you want to see. Be the love that you seek. And I leave you with that. Love and elevation today to you and every day. Peace.